But I will say, I know that you've looked around and look at the amazing signs that are out here. They've made me laugh. They've made me cry. Some of them have made me blush. There are some amazing signs. But I will go ahead and continue moving the agenda forward. And what we have, or who we have next, is Ms. Kathy Neer. She is the president and CEO of Planned Parenthood Affiliates California. That's right, we had the big guns out here in Sacramento this morning. For more than 20 years, Kathy Neer has been president and CEO of Planned Parenthood Affiliates of California, the statewide public policy office for Planned Parenthood Affiliates. Under Kathy's leadership, PPAC successfully lobbied the state to establish the nation's largest universal family planning program for low-income men, women, and teens, adopt constitutional protections for reproductive privacy, improve expanded access to birth control, sexual health, education programs, and abortion services. And along with Kathy, we have Wendy Nguyen, who is a Planned Parenthood associate. So we are honored, more than honored, and privileged to have them come take the stage.
Thank you, everyone, for being here today. I'm here on behalf of the 800,000 patients who choose to come to Planned Parenthood every year for their reproductive health care services and their STI tests and their breast and cervical exams. So we're here to ask all of you to join us in sending a very loud message all the way back to Congress. Actually, Congress is that way, not this way. All the way back to Washington, D.C. We won't go back. Can you say that? We won't go back. You know, 100 years ago, it was illegal to give out any information about reproductive health care. Illegal. We had to change that. As short as 1968, it was illegal for unmarried individuals to have birth control. 1968. Do you want to go back? We won't go back. We won't go back. All right? Now we live in a nation that has moved us forward in expanding access under the Affordable Care Act. Thank you, President Obama, for expanding access to reproductive health care for all. And as a result of that, women are able, for the first time all across the country, no matter where they worked, were able to get birth control with no copay, ending gender discrimination in insurance. We won't go back. And today, what we know is that this Congress and this president have pledged to defund Planned Parenthood. They're not defunding us. They're taking away our patients' rights to come to us and for us to get reimbursed. So I'm here today for our patients, and I want to introduce you to one of them who's here as a native of Sacramento, Wendy Nguyen. She's not only a patient, she's a mom, she's a scientist, she's an athlete, and an artist, and she's going to share a few words with you today. So Wendy, please join.
I'm a little tiny, so. Okay. In a world full of curiosity, and a mind as thick as a rock, there I sat. Without a dime to my name, dreams crushed, worry spikes, fears rushed, and eyes bloodshot red. Around me, it felt like the world turned thick and black. My hands were clammy, lips turned chapped, eyes were tearing, and gravity, it started taking a toll on me. I looked down to my lap and reread the test. It was positive. I remember the cloud of decisions sweeping over me. Every molecule in my body felt like 100 pounds times infinity, and it was like all my years of practicing how to walk just disappeared. I didn't even know to take my first step. I never had anyone to turn to and never had 1 ounce of support. But I was only 12 when those men had robbed me of my innocence. 13 when I disconnected because no one was really listening. 14 in my faith, that's when it slowly started dwindling. And 15 was when everything around me just got so uninteresting. 16, It's when I found my first lover, but it was also the same year that I become a single mother. I couldn't run to my father because daddy was never there, and all my brothers, they had done was just fill me up with fear. And my mother, she had always looked with a disapproving eye, so letting her know that I'd done wrong, that would have been my demise. But when everyone lost faith in me, it was Teen Success, Planned Parenthood, Rosario, and Chelsea Ray that seen the great in me. I was reminded to persevere, stand bold, and stay strong. Never let any man stop me, just fight and carry on. And without them, I probably wouldn't be here today. But now I'm a full-time student, working full-time and taking care of a baby successfully. And I will be there to bring, and I will be the one to bring honor back to my family tree. Yes, I'm only one, but I stand for the masses. I'm only one, but I am the voice of a million girls, women, and men. Yes, I am one, but no longer will I stand silent. I'm here to break the rules and create a positive connotation for the word of defiance. Let's create our own definitions and recreate new statistics, and no longer let the color of my complexion be my complex. Let's make our own definitions. Let's test the limits that have never been set and break the invisible glass for those yet I have not met. I speak for the many before and the countless that follow after me. I am an advocate for Planned Parenthood, and I am the living proof of what they have done and what can do. So hear my voice today. Women's rights are human rights, and Black lives, they do matter. All lives, they do matter. LGBT, you're a part of my community, so we must stand together in unity. We must pave the way for future generations and give them a chance to thrive. Because if you take away our necessities, then how else could we survive?
All right, everybody, do I hear a hell no, we won't go back?